Susan, I have something to ask.
Good morning, Diane. Can I help you with anything?
About the dinner last night, I believe you were not invited. How come you were there?
David invited me.
I planned that dinner party. I did not invite you. Why did you come to the dinner uninvited? People with common sense would certainly not show up to a party uninvited.
I'm sorry.
It's been 6 months since you and David got married. I've asked you before not to attend a party, haven't I?
I believe I'm part of the family now that David and I are married.
But we're not blood relatives.
That should mean Steve, the husband of your daughter, can't attend the dinner either? But I saw him at the dinner last night.
He is an exception. They have children now, so I consider him a family member. You haven't carried out your responsibility as a family member yet. You don't have a child. I'm sorry, but I can't accept you as a family member yet.
Will you accept me as a family member once I have a child?
That's not the only condition. Steve also makes a decent income. Most of all, his education and career bear comparison with those of our families. But your background is a little different, you see.
Because I didn't go to college?
To put it simply, yes. There are more reasons. Like the fact that you were raised by a single mother and you're not well educated. Even the restaurants I choose are too high-end for you. You should never come to dinners again. You don't know table manners.
I've learned table manners since I became an adult. I will have no problem.
Oh, please. You think you're one of us now just because you've learned some table manners?
This is why I don't get along with uneducated people.
You may have no problem, but I do.
Did I misbehave at the dinner?
I wouldn't know. I didn't pay so much attention to you. Anyway, don't ruin our precious family time.
David has told you not to do that. Not to leave me out of the family. You apologized to me before.
I only apologized out of regard for my son. Are you going to tell on me again? That kind of behavior shows your lack of dignity.
I've never told on you. David just noticed.
Oh, did he? I hope I won't get an angry call from him blaming me. Listen, Susan. I'm telling you this for your own sake.
For my sake?
You know, you should know your place. I don't invite you to a dinner because you would feel miserable being somewhere you don't belong.
I never felt miserable. Everyone has been kind to me, including David, Catherine, and Steve. I always look forward to seeing everyone.
They're way too kind. Don't take advantage of their kindness. I wanted my son to have a well-bred, educated wife. It upsets me that in reality, someone like you is at dinner with us instead.
I'm sorry. I'll do my best to gain your approval.
That will never happen. If you understood me, don't ever come to the dinner again.
I understand.
Make up some reason not to come to the dinner when David invites you next time. He won't treat you as well as he does now when you get old. He will dump you when you get old. You will die lonely and miserable. Susan, did you receive the package of cheese I sent you?
Yes, I've just received it. Thank you for such an excellent selection of cheese.
I hope you know.
I know. Everything you sent to our house is for David.
Exactly. Those aren't gifts for you. It's good to know you've learned to behave with a little modesty.
It's written on the delivery slip for David. I wouldn't eat them without permission.
I guess reading is the only thing you can do. You never remember what I say.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of which, we are going on a family trip for New Year's. We're staying in the luxury hotel for 3 nights.
Yes, David told me. I was glad to know I'm allowed to join the trip. Thank you for your permission.
What? You're going to babysit Catherine's children.
Excuse me?
The place we're going to stay is a luxury non-child friendly hotel. Make sure to take good care of them.
Am I staying home?
Obviously. Who do you think is going to pay for the trip? I know David wants to take you with him, but I won't allow him this time. Don't even try to come with us. I don't want to see your stupid face at the start of the new year.
I understand.
Good. We never had this conversation, got it? You tell on me, and you will put our family's relationship in jeopardy. David will inherit my property someday. Your behavior can change my mind about it.
Yes, I will keep that in mind.
If my husband were still alive, he wouldn't approve of you either. You should thank me for allowing you to marry my son.
Yes.
People who grew up in single-parent families are so impudent. It's disgusting. Our family comes from a long line of wealthy landowners. We've always married someone from a good family. David was supposed to marry the daughter of the doctor who lives in Texas. Then you came out of nowhere.
But we love each other. We're happy to have each other.
Ugh, how cheesy. Don't talk to me like we're equals just because you married a rich man.
With all due respect, he's just an ordinary businessman.
He comes from a wealthy family. That's the reason you married him in the first place. Why are you bringing this up now?
I don't care if he's wealthy or comes from a good family.
Yeah, right. Just don't come on the trip with us. That's all I care about. You can't go on a trip when you have children to babysit. Think over what I told you. Know your place and stay humble like the peasant that you are. It's such great weather today, Susan.
It really is.
Isn't it such a perfect day to go on a trip?
It sure is.
Oh, right, you're staying home. Well, you shouldn't complain. Babysitting is the only thing you can do to make yourself useful. We'll enjoy our family trip.
What a coincidence. I'm on a trip with my family too.
Huh? You're on a trip? With your family? Are you traveling with your mother? Did you take Catherine's children with you?
My mother is here, along with David, Catherine, and Steve. We've been having a great time at the hotel since yesterday.
David and Catherine are there? You're kidding, right? You're bluffing. You want to go on a trip so badly that you would lie to me?
We're actually here. I'm sorry, Diane.
What?
I've known for a week now that nobody was going on a trip with you. Nobody will come to the airport to meet you. I feel bad.
That can't be true. There's no way Catherine stood me up.
She says she would never go on a trip leaving her children behind.
I planned this whole trip for her. I was going to help her refresh herself.
Even so, she didn't want to make me babysit her children. Catherine is really warm-hearted, isn't she? David agrees with her. He said he's always been against leaving me out of the family.
But they were excited for the trip.
I know, they tricked you into believing so.
Are they really not coming?
No, we're too far away from the airport. Enjoy your trip alone. It really is a great day to go on a trip.
Shut it! Where is everyone?
I can't tell you that.
Are you actually telling me to spend New Year's holiday alone? I booked an expensive hotel. Don't mess with me. Are you trying to embarrass me?
We came to an agreement that we don't care about you or what will happen to you.
Susan, did you agree on that too?
Yes.
You're my daughter-in-law. You're supposed to listen to everything I say.
Think about the way you've treated me. How can you think I would listen to what you say?
I've been strict with you because David will be the head of the family someday. You need to behave properly as a wife of the head of the family. Otherwise, you will bring disgrace on your family. I play the bad guy for you.
I'm sure. I only took your treatment as harassment.
That wasn't my intention. Hey, I haven't been able to reach David or Catherine.
Oh, they said they blocked you.
Susan, please, tell them to answer my call.
I don't want to. I have to go. We should enjoy our trip.
Hold on! Susan! You won't get away with this! You'll regret this when you come back from a trip. Susan, there's something I'd like to tell you.
I have nothing to say. I already told you yesterday.
I'm done with you. I'd like to apologize for everything I've done.
I don't need your apology.
I'm going out of my way to apologize to you.
Even now, you've always disrespected me. You've always criticized me for being raised in a fatherless family, for not going to college. I want nothing to do with someone like you.
That was my fault. But I used to dream of a perfect daughter-in-law. I couldn't help but compare.
I've always been excluded from the family since David and I got married. I've been told that I'm not one of the family, that I don't belong in the family because of where I come from. Those are the things you've been telling me, aren't they?
Yes, but I will accept you from now on. David and Catherine gave me a lecture about my behavior. I regret what I've done.
You can regret as much as you want, but it won't change my feelings.
I'm making a compromise here. How impudent are you? What more do you want to blame me for?
Your behavior like that? I didn't ask for a compromise. You're only apologizing to me because David and Catherine wouldn't talk to you otherwise.
No. I feel that my criticism might have crossed the line.
Then don't ever judge people based on their educational background or their upbringing. That's all I ask for. I will cut ties with you.
Susan, I will accept you as a daughter-in-law. I sincerely apologize for my behavior. So, would you forgive and forget? Let's behave like adults. Conflicts happen between mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws. No need to be so stubborn.
You're not in a position to decide. This isn't just discord between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. I've tried my best to win your approval. Now I realized it was unnecessary.
I'm saying I recognize your effort now. Why aren't you happy about it?
Catherine told me you were planning behind our backs to make David remarry someone else. You've already found a woman to make his new wife. I don't believe a single word coming from someone who plots something like that.
I'd be all alone if David and Catherine break off relations with me. There would be no one to take care of the house.
Why don't you pass it to one of your relatives?
Why would I give away my property to someone in a branch family? I've worked so hard to protect my property.
David and Catherine value something else over family property. They left you because of your obsession with money and status. I have nothing more to say to you. David and I will have a happy, peaceful life together.
I'm really sorry, Susan. I apologize for everything. So please don't break off our relations. Please convince David to change his mind.
No, I made up my mind, and so did David. We decided to lead a happy life surrounded with kind people that we love. Diane, who will die alone and miserable, me or you? After David and Catherine severed their relations with Diane, she shut herself in a large, lonely house. David and Catherine have always felt repulsion towards Diane's obsession with money and status. Diane had been opposed to Catherine's marrying anybody until she married Steve. Catherine was allowed to marry Steve only because he had a career Diane approved of. Catherine said, laughing, that she would have been single still if she had not met Steve. Diane was devastated by the fact that her own son and daughter left her. A neighbor who ran into Diane said she looked depressed and aged. Nonetheless, David and Catherine said it was good medicine for her. They seem to have no intention of reconnecting with her again. Diane has always looked down on everyone and had no friends. That was probably why she was so attached to her family. But now her family gave up on her. She must be having a sad, lonely life alone. I was very happy to go on a trip with my family in the beginning of a new year. I am happy and grateful to be surrounded with a lot of warm-hearted people. To have a supportive husband and a sister-in-law who always cares about me. I will never forget their kindness and will continue to repay them by giving them all the support.
Hey, how long are you guys going to stay in this house? I've had enough of this. I want you to leave. Oh, Elia, just in time. I don't think I'll be home for a while, so could you vacuum the house for me? And clean the bathroom too. What? Why do I have to do that? Cleaning is your job, right? I mean, you're unemployed, so why don't you do all the housework? You can't even have a baby. You have to serve me as a servant, you know, loser. Are you listening to me? If you understand, get the hell out of here, clean up, and get out. No, I'm in the middle of a fever right now. I'm going to win more than 10,000. Huh? Are you gambling? I'm so dumbfounded. You're gambling while you're away from your job. I can't take a bath because you don't clean the bathtub. You and your husband are parasites who live in our house without even having children. I can't stop. We can splurge tonight. What shall we have? Maybe some sushi. Are you listening to me? I told you to get out of there. When Grayson gets back from his business trip, he's going to move in with us. You guys are in my way and I don't need you here, so get the hell out. The old man next door offered to buy me a cup of coffee. I guess he wants to share some of my winnings in return, but it's warm coffee. So, that's how you can't even listen to what people have to say. You're right, infertile women are on a low level. No. No matter how you think about it, they are on a high level. Because I make a living gambling. Gambling is a game for the lowest of the low. Having a woman like you in my house is bad for the kids, so will you stop it? How does it work that my gambling is bad for Elia's baby? Shut up! Just get the hell out of here! I came all the way back here to have a baby, but I can't even have a baby like this. I'll support you when you have the baby, don't worry. Besides, won't you be more relaxed at home without me? So get your ass out here and clean the bathtub. Wait a minute, 1 minute. You're telling me to get out of the house and the next minute you're telling me to come back? What the hell is going on? Oh no, I'm panicking. As expected of the idiot Dylan, he has no discernment for a woman. It's a real nuisance for my relatives to have to pick up this bottom fender trash. Sorry, I'm going out for a drink with the old man next door, so I'll be home late. Sorry. Huh? You're going out for a drink with the old guy sitting next to you at the gambling place? That's insane. Well, it's a long story. Well, Dylan should be heading home soon, so if you need anything, I'll be there. Just pack up your stuff and leave with Dylan today. I'm going to be insane and infertile if I stay with you. If I leave, can I mail your stuff to you later? It's so bulky, it'll be easier. Of course, if you leave, I'll ship it to you. Well, I might sell some of the money though, right? Oh, you do the shipping? No, that's okay. I'm sorry about that. Well, if you're going to bother Elia like that, I'd rather not leave. Enough! I really can't stand that kind of attitude either. It's a child's idea to just let it slide like that, you know? What? Because you don't really mean it, do you? Huh? Of course I really want you to leave. I don't want a bottom-feeding, filthy parasite like you. Oh, really? I thought it was like wrestling. Infertile couples who can't even have children, get the hell out of my parents' house. I won't forgive you if you give my child any germs. Okay, well, good luck. Go away, parasites! I'll leave your stuff outside. Oh, we're moving out? That's not good. It's too much trouble to find a new place. Elia was so insistent that we leave. When is Dylan coming home? I need you to check on her. I found a wild boar in the forest and was playing with it. I'll be home soon. Oh, communicating with nature. Well, I'm sorry, but please, I can't leave just yet. What are you doing over there? I'm having a drink with an old guy I met at the gambling place. Okay, I'll see you at home tonight. Let's spend our last night at the house. Yeah. How's that? I left your stuff out for you so you could pack easily, didn't I? Where was the talk about mailing it to me? What? I mailed it to you. I mailed it to you from my house to your yard. Damn, I can't say it back. Perfect logic. So, goodbye. Oh, I can finally be happy now that parasites like you are gone. I bet your father and mother are happy too. I've done my filial duty. Filial piety. Well, I don't know. I hope I really did. What's with that tone of voice? No matter how you think about it, you did have filial piety, didn't you? Did you talk to your parents? I didn't talk to them, but it's obvious that they were trying to get rid of you guys. I'm glad it's bad luck to have an infertile woman in the house. Well, I'll leave you to it. Hey, what's going on? The management company keeps asking for the rent. You must have set this up. You set this up, didn't you? I'm just wondering if it's possible. If they're asking for the rent, maybe you haven't been paying. Shut up! It's not right that we're being asked for rent in the first place. It's our house. What's with the management company? Hey, what's with the management company? Basically, you don't know what they manage, do you? Well, I guess they manage a lot of things. I don't care about that. Why are they asking me to pay rent? Elia, you know the house? I'll pay you every month, and I promised the owner that I'll pay you every month. And he lets me live there. Don't make fun of me. I at least know what renting means. What? Our house is a rental? Didn't Dylan tell you? You can't have a real conversation with Dylan. I don't even want to know that he was my brother. So Elena is the one who has been paying the rent. Me and Dylan paid it together. $240,000 a month. That's a lot. $240,000? Wait, what do you want me to do? Well, up until now it's been transferred from my account. But when I left, I had them transfer the money directly to my account. So it's okay, please transfer the money to the account posted on the refrigerator. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm saying, how am I supposed to pay $240,000? I do support you. Damn. Hey, Dylan, I'm having trouble paying my rent. Can you lend me just this month's rent? What? Ask Mom and Dad. I've asked them many times, but they don't have any money at all. I heard they lost most of it playing, gambling, or horse racing or something. I didn't know that, but you did. Oh, everyone around me gambles. I don't care about that. Just answer the question. I don't know. I mean, it's a nice day for laundry, isn't it? I don't care about that kind of talk. Oh, that's right. I have a dryer at home. You're a real hard to talk to brother, seriously. You really need to work on your personality. Your eyes are done since you look directly at the sun in the morning. Why don't you listen to me seriously for a minute? I'm your sister. What the hell do you think you're doing not telling me about our parents or the rent? Well, I don't know. You kicked us out of your own house. I don't think it's right to ask for help when you're in trouble. My parents are gamblers and they're broke. So Elena and I moved in with them to help pay the rent. And you're the one who lived in California without contacting me. Well... And moving back to your parents' house is just because it's cheaper. It's been almost 10 years since I've been back home. Maybe you're having fun in California, getting married, getting pregnant, and having a good time. But we're the ones who took care of them during that time. Wait! It's not like I didn't tell you that they were broke. I didn't even know they were broke because you didn't call or answer the phone. I don't think you have any right to put on a big face. I don't think you're entitled to a big face, so you're on your own now that you kicked us out. No, that's... The weather is so nice. I'm going to go play in the woods again. Hey, Sorry, I can't do it no matter how many times you ask me. We bought that condo we've been dreaming of. I can't leave. Wait, I'm really sorry. That's why I want you to live with me again. But it's a condo, and it's on the top floor. It's not good, is it? Someday I want to live in a house surrounded by nature. Well, I thought I'd like to experience what it's like to be a celebrity. That's great, but if you have the money to live on the top floor of a condo, I'm sure you could help me out a little. No. There's no way I have that kind of money. I met an old man at the gambling place last month. He's some kind of real estate tycoon. He took a liking to me so much that he let me buy it for a very reasonable price. The old man you were talking about before? The one that was sitting next to you at the gambling place? That's right. You never know what kind of luck you'll get. I mean, if you can't afford the rent, why don't you just move out? I don't have that kind of money. I don't have any savings at all. What about your husband, Mr. Grayson? I can't tell Grayson. I can't tell him that my parents are renting. I didn't even have any savings because I knew that if I moved into my parents' house, I wouldn't have to pay rent. I feel sorry for the kids who are being raised by people who don't think that far ahead. Well, we'll get through this together as a couple, right? See you later. Wait a minute, you're abandoning me? I'm really sorry, so help me, please. I may not have the right to help you. Bye then. I don't care, then I'll just leave this house alone and run away. Because I can't do that. I can't afford to pay $240,000 in a rent. I have no choice but to run away. Isn't that terrible? Stop it. Shut up. I don't care anymore. What do you mean? Huh? Did I pee my pants in excitement? There's a wild boar at our gate. Oh, I wondered if it's the boar Dylan was friendly with. Does it look well? What should I do? I can't leave the house. It keeps looking at me and I'm scared. I knew it. I think it's a sign from God that you shouldn't leave the house. I guess that's what it is. I know, right? I know that. I have to be strong myself. Oh. I didn't realize it until Dylan told me. I've been so selfish in my life, and now I finally understand. It's what I did, and I shouldn't run away from it. I can't run away with a wild boar anymore. You don't think he's reformed? Wild boars are amazing. I'm going to be honest with Grayson and try my best from now on. I don't know how long I can keep this up. Oh yeah, that's what you should do. That's good. Oh no, that's good. He really seems to be sorry for what he did. It's a happy ending. Hey, you know what? Why don't you come back to my place? I've been so busy talking about myself that I haven't been able to talk to Dylan or Elena properly. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can do that. Because I don't want to put dirty germs on my kids. Elia decided to stay with their parents. Her husband, Mr. Grayson, after 3 big fights with her, managed to show understanding, and now they're working together to find a cheap place to rent while working out the rent. Their father-in-law and mother-in-law also seem to be aware of the trouble they are causing their family, and even though they are both in their 70s, they are now working part-time. I think they should have done that since they were there, but oh well, it's progress. Elia is doing her best, and we decided to resume our financial support as well, since she had just had a child and it was indeed very difficult for her. A few years later, to our surprise, we have joined the family and now living together as 3 families in a newly purchased house. We met an old man at the gambling place who sold us the house at a reasonable price, which saved our lives. I never thought it would end up like this. You never know what life has in store for you.